Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Brennan Gaudin here with Charles Davis as always. As CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
We go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft, and Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete.
Came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Well, the Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Intended for number 14.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 14 carries, 66 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Lance again going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Lance.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gano's kick is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, Milner. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Milner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Milner, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, Randolph. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run third and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the sack on first down, Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lance now to throw. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That's another one complete to Mitchell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here's Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Finding space at the 40.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
The Lance going to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air. You've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And maybe a chance for he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this 1st half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Rondale Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. De'Ami Brown, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountain, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. 2 touchdowns in that game for J.K. Dobbins. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down now, Milner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To throw again on second down.
Lance.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Lance looks to throw again.
Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Milner. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Steps away. And that one going to come up short, low throw. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun now for Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they fake the handoff, now Lance. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. First down, 49ers.
Final minute now of the third quarter. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Rams on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Niners set to take over on offense. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Lance now on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now Lance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
First down pass. Complete to number 84. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 13 yards out.
And the Rams put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So Lance and the Niners down 17-13, a minute 52 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Connects with Duvernay.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now Lance.
On the move to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Lance looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lance back to throw.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Los Angeles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.